Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Slake Night Show with our special guests and team members of Slake Token, Jade and Ian. How you guys doing? Good night.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining.
Hey, Junior, what's going on?
Not much, man. Appreciated being here, letting everybody know the news, also the information in general for Slake Token for the new listeners. And I am excited because I already know the news. But how you guys doing? How's the day? How's it going? Is it very busy? What are you guys up to?
I just got home from work, but overall it's good. Today is a very special day for Slake. It is our first month. So, we're really, really happy because from the day that we launched, we're staying strong and holding steady with this bear market. I think
Yes.
we're doing pretty good. So considering, with how brutal the market overall, it just shows that even though the community is still small, that they do believe what we're trying to do here, and so they're still holding steady, and we're grateful for that. Any type of support that we're getting, people on Telegram and just joining the spaces and the live stream talk about Friday. That was really fun as well. And
I
then
saw
now
that.
with you. So, we're really grateful that the community we have, they're here and giving all the support that they can during this season, this bear market. So, yeah,
Yes.
everything is good. Thank you guys. Thank you.
The good part that you were saying that I love the most is that there's only a small amount of holders still compared to the project and compared to what it should be.
Mhm.
So that's a very good point for new investors, new holders. That gets me actually excited because I got into Saitama early and I saw how it went. It's like something very big. It should be very big in the future. And I'm excited for that. Before I ask my buddy Ian the same question, I'm gonna bring it up. The one and only refugee. What's up, refugee?
Sup,
What's up,
refugee?
man? I
Hi,
completely. What's
refugee.
up, guys? I got a question. How long are you guys gonna be here?
Not too long. I told Junior, it's not really an AMA. We wanted to do an AMA, but one of our two, Nelson, he's still out of town, and then Sylvain is, he has a family emergency, so we can't all be here. So, yeah, sorry about the short
Yeah, I got.
notice,
Well,
refugee.
yeah. Well, somebody just texted me back, and I actually have to be somewhere right at 7 down the street too. So I could be here for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I got to run down
Yeah,
the street to
yeah,
pick
no
up stuff. It's
worries.
stuff I got to go buy for the trip. So
That's all
No
good.
problem, man.
Yeah.
So, Junior,
Ian,
you were asking me a
no, I
question.
saw.
You want to?
yeah,
Oh, go
I
ahead.
was asking you, is there anything new on your particular point? Is there anything you want to point it out about what happened this week?
Yeah, I mean, nothing really too crazy, but we're always busy. We're always hustling. We're always grinding in the background. You may not see it, but we're always trying to make some moves and make things happen. But there's not too much in our control. But we're trying to progress the token forward, make changes and make updates, keep the Telegram group going and answer any questions that anybody has. So appreciate all the support and that all our holders are giving us. And yeah, we're just progressing.
I don't know how you guys feel about the numbers, but me as an investor, as an holder, uh, soon to be, what are the current numbers of holders for Slake? Which I love it that there aren't many people invested in because those are the projects that you actually either make a lot of profit or you make a lot of money on it. Profit when you cash it out, money when you still hold the token, right?
Yeah, I think right now we're at about 215-ish, more or less.
Awesome.
Yeah, very small. I think the whales are giving us opportunity to pack our
Your
bags.
your camera is on, just letting you know.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Yeah, you're like on
I don't
off,
know if-
on off, on off.
Yeah, and the
Right,
good thing about our holders is that there's really no whales there yet. It's a good variety of holders from all over the place with small bags and little larger bags than usual, but nothing crazy like you see in other projects. So it's a good diversity, good variety.
Yes, I back in the days, I used to not like a token when it didn't have many holders. But then knowing the project, it's actually very good when there isn't a lot of holders because you get to put yourself on a spot that sometimes it's one in a lifetime, right? So I like that, me in particular. I know we're in a bear market, so those two things combined, keep those numbers around there, and it's for myself. And none of this is financial advice, by the way, guys. Do your own research always, search it up, and ask your questions down here if you do have. But I love it. I find it, just like back in the days when I first got into Saitama, not only because of the project, the community, and all, but because of the number of holders. So I always look onto that. How about you, Refugee?
Oh, I'm just looking at all these holders and like, gosh, I wish I would have got in there before when the launch. But it was like
I have a pre-sale though, right, Jade?
Yeah, we didn't have a pre-sale. We started off with 3 zeros and a 2, and right now we're at 2 zeros and a 5. So, so it's good because, like Ian said, there's not a whole lot of whales, or I don't even think there's any whales there yet. So it is, we like it because it gives an opportunity for small holders such as myself as well to take advantage. And I think once we do feel that the market has shifted a little bit to where people feel more confident in investing, I think there's going to be a change. And also with the iOS, so I know that most of the holders uses iOS, so with it not being on
Not
SaitaPro
me.
yet. Yeah, I
I'm a
mean,
Samsung lover.
huh? Yeah. I think because I'm an iOS user too, and they're on it. They're on top of it. They're always following up what's happening. I think there's a delay on the updates, so yeah. So hopefully by when that becomes available, that should give us more holders as well. So I am hopeful. But yeah, we're not worried. This market gives us an opportunity to build, and like we said, Slake app. That's what's gonna help us sell. Hello, I know I keep turning off my camera.
Okay.
I told
Just
refugee.
checking.
I mean, I told Junior. I said I just came from work. I hopped in the shower, out, and then I'm like I'm not ready. So
That's good. That shows us that you're working a lot.
yes, all the time. Like Ian said, you grind all the time, and this is the perfect, I guess, time for it. You grind on the bear market, and you reap during bull season. So that's usually how it is.
Yeah, and then there's always so much to learn. Like you think you know everything, but there's always so much research that is available out there. You can do your own research. You can look up other people's researches and articles, websites, but there's no shortage of how much research you can do. So that's what we've been doing also. We've been taking the time that we have free and available and trying to apply it to new ideas and better ways to do things.
Yes, totally. And Jade,
uh-huh.
you want to talk about this down here?
Oh, Slake birthday party. Yes. At 1 month now. So we are going to give some tokens. I personally would give out some tokens today. Not a whole lot, but just something to celebrate this 1 month for us, Slake.
It
And
will
also,
be a lot in the future.
yeah, so I would tweet out something, and then if they retweet it, I know people are probably just, I mean, in our area, it's 5 or almost 5 people are just getting off work or
Yeah.
still on the road. So if they can retweet, and then we'll just pick from there. I also wanted to share what Ian had set up for us. We are going to go to the blockchain week. Um, in San Francisco, and that would be
Uh,
in November.
Before you get on that, do you want to make? I also let's make 5 NFTs tonight for the birthday party of Slake. So 5 NFTs and the tokens. Those are gonna be the giveaways tonight. So when you tweet that, put the token and the 5 NFTs, and we're all gonna be sharing. And so you can do the questions, Jade. You told me about the questions. So if you want to make up 5 questions, or one, and then we'll just Twitter pick the others.
Okay. Does it really have to be a question, or just
No,
a
no.
retweet? Yeah, it's fine.
Anything you like.
Okay. Sorry, I have a really bad lighting here.
The first person to share a tweet on Slake's page can be that.
Okay. Um, And then we also want to say that our taxes, the additional 4% taxes that we impose for the cells, ends tomorrow. That's right, Ian, correct? It's going to
Yep.
be.
Yep. I believe starting midnight tonight, and that's Eastern time. So in a couple hours.
Okay. And then it goes back to just.
Some people.
Mhm.
Some people may be waiting for that tax to turn off too, just to save that 4%. So you never know. We'll watch the charts to see how that turns out.
Yeah, it could be both. Either they buy or they
Yeah.
sell. But we just want to explain that the 10%, 2% is for our buyback, right? The buyback. 1% we pledge to help the Saitama ecosystem, and then the additional 1% goes to the liquidity. So, some people, they're saying it may be a lot, but then again, we structured our tokenomics so that it supports what we're trying to do for the project. So it's all explained also in our white paper. And, if there's any additional concerns or, questions, we're always on Telegram as well. We did itemize our pie chart to where the holders can actually see the percentage of allocated tokens and where it goes to. So we did that for being transparent, for transparency purposes. I do know that a lot of the projects would indicate they burned 40% of their tokens, but then again, their total supply is a lot, like quadrillion. We don't have that. We have only 500 million supply, and we decided not to burn anything, but also just made 10% available for trading when we first launched on August 26th of last month. And just to again state, we did not have any pre-sale. So we bought, all the team members bought the same time that all of you guys had bought. So
Yeah, I'm showing the website with the tax, 5% tax, the marketing tax. Can you guys see it?
yeah,
Yep.
yes, yep. And it's on our website, on our white paper. Also, there's FAQs on our page. So, for those frequent asked questions, they can also click there, and it would give them, brief answers for.
Oh, I like when you click on it, it doesn't transfer to another page. It shows you right away. That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, and if you see anything missing here, let me know. Like I always listen to our holders if they suggest something.
Mhm.
We like to do it. Someone suggested we do a video on, or actually just feature SaitaPro on our site and how to buy. So we're actually in the process of doing that.
Yeah. And hopefully we can do one for iOS too. Not all people want to do their trading on the desktop. So, like me, I'm so lazy, and I don't want to connect my wallet to my laptop. So like I'm so scared of like getting scammed, or because I don't know what virus I have on the laptop, so I don't want to. I'm like just waiting for the
You
iOS
don't want
to.
to take the odds,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm so
There's
scared.
there's so much risk now. I actually want to get a separate device just for my wallets and just for trading, because on your regular phone you look at email, you download stuff, you go to sketchy websites.
Yeah,
You don't want to take that risk.
I
Well, guys, I
definitely
hate
have.
to interrupt you guys here, but
Yeah.
I'm going to step down for a little bit, and then if
Yeah,
you guys are still here when I come back, like I said, I'm just running down the street, and I'll jump back on if you guys are still here.
yeah. I
Okay,
So
sounds
appreciate
good.
I'll be
it,
back.
Refugee.
Thanks, FPG.
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
And for all the ones that are joining, I can't see how you see all the
The
chats.
comments
I
right
can't
here.
see it. I'm trying to pull it from my phone, but if you don't pull them up, I don't see them. But I know Crypto Goddess is there, and Travel
Well,
and
you can go to, hold on, let me check this out for you live, right? And you go to, let me see if you can check the comments here. Yeah, you can, see.
where I can. Oh, okay,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Miss D Nice is here. Um, yeah, it was fun on Friday too. They were there too, and I think I saw you in the beginning, Junior. But it
I
was
did
really
go
late.
in. I did go in.
It
I
was
had a little bit of time and I was like, I want to follow up and support.
I didn't see you play, Junior. You should have played for 25 grand.
I couldn't. I was actually very, very busy that day, and I had a few minutes. And then when I went on tweet, I saw that you guys were live because Jay tweeted. And
yeah.
then I was able to follow up for a little bit, and then I had to go back to work.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
next time.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the giveaways tonight is not going to be, or it's not even going to be that close to what JRE, was trying to give, but just a little something for tonight to celebrate the Montsuri. But yeah, that night was really really nice for him to actually do that. I hope someone won. I was actually nervous during that that time because I was rooting for someone to win that money.
you,
It is a life-changing money if they
yeah,
did win it.
you. By the way, we totally forgot to say live. You did have some tokens that you gave out, right, from last week. That we said we were
Yeah.
gonna do on Wednesdays. If I'm not mistaken, Crypto
Yes,
Godness one.
Crypto Goddess won. Yes.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So before we get questions, I also forgot to say it,
Hmm.
but she did select from Twitter Picker, and Crypto Godness was the winner. It
Yeah.
wasn't live on our channel, but letting you guys know.
Yeah. And I will tweet something today as well. And whoever retweets.
Guys, everyone, Jay, did you tweet it out already? Let me
Oh,
see.
not yet. I'm
Not
gonna
yet.
do it right now. Let me stop my
I
camera.
keep asking you questions, right?
Oh, hi, Chef Saitama. I see you here. He's been in the industry, food industry, for a long time, and so he's been giving us feedbacks and suggestions on, for Slake. And I just want to say, I really appreciate all the inputs and all those information you're sharing with us, and just know that we are doing our due diligence as well, to make sure that we listen to people like yourself who's been in the industry, and find out real issues and real concerns when it comes to that industry, and hopefully we can do something to bridge the gap there. So we will be talking to a lot of people ourselves, and hopefully when that app comes, we put something together, and Ian and Nelson and Sylvain and some of our team members, we have weekly meetings. We do share ideas, and we talk. So we want to make sure that this is going to be great, and would really bring a difference
Ian.
and make a difference to
Yes.
operators.
Jade, I was gonna say, I am gonna ask Ian a question, but I was gonna say, I, I was able to see the vision, and also I know you from a long time. I would say like that, from social medias, but from for
Mhm.
pretty much a long time for social medias, and we actually, they talk a lot in the past, and I knowing the vision, and knowing how you're working with Saitama and the community, I know you guys are gonna do good. But Ian, let me ask you this: what is the hardest mission that you guys face for Slake? What do you see being like the biggest issue to be solved? Because in the future, you guys might have solved already, but what's the biggest problem for why you guys came with the idea of Slake token?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of problems. Well, not problem, but like
Yeah.
challenges, and that's a good thing to have. Challenges are good because if it were easy, everyone would do it and everyone can get into it. But it's not. From a general standpoint, the hardest part I would say right now is the market. Everyone knows it's a down market, it's a bear market, and just people are holding on to their money. They don't want to spend anything, and people are more careful, and it's all understandable. It's tough times, so
Yeah.
that's something you can't really control. But in time, from historical data, that goes up and down. So it's only going to go back up. When, we don't know when, but it'll eventually go back up. Other challenges. There's always competitors. So there's other food service competitors, and the challenge is trying to be better than them, without spending as much as they do, because these companies have millions of dollars in funding. They're not profitable, but they have a lot of backers and funding. So we just have to work smarter. We have to be more efficient, and that's the whole reason why we want to do research. We're talking to people like Chef Saitama and getting their input on things, and we have our own network of people in the food industry and chefs and delivery men and women that are giving us this data so we can build up on it and come up with a efficient way to do things. So that's a challenge in itself, and it's good to have competitors because they make us better. They make us do things that are harder. They push us out of our comfort zone and get us to be more innovative and think outside the box. Right.
And go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were
Yeah,
done.
so that's okay. And then probably the other hard part is just getting adoption going, for the app and the token or the coin. There'll be a coin by then because we'll have our own blockchain. To just getting that up and running, because that's a whole infrastructure issue. There's a whole team that needs to be in place: operations, sales, a whole workflow that needs to be in place. So
Different factors inside your own ecosystem.
exactly, exactly. But I mean, that can all be solved and addressed by hiring the right team, hiring the right people, uh, making sure they have the right experience and knowledge to do what we're asking them to do.
I guess
And
that already answers what I was going to ask. And how do you guys plan on fixing those problems? And I'm sure you guys are 100% sure about where you guys are heading, because this is a big project, and you guys are putting in a lot of time. So you sure did think of this before. What drives, I'm going to ask for you, what drives you, the most in general of guaranteed that Slake's going to succeed? The reason why I'm asking this is, people are listening, and they got the vision, and they want to be part of it, and they want to know what they can expect. It's actually good to show a little bit as well of the team for those of you who do have any questions. Nelson, Sylvain, Ian, and Jade.
yeah, so for me, I feel good about where we're heading and what's going to get accomplished because of the team we have. Uh, we may not have direct food service tech experience, but we have experiences in different fields that are related. And the part I like the most is that we're really passionate and dedicated, really hardworking people, and we have the right mindset. We work well together. We understand how business works. You gotta risk money to make money. Understand sales, marketing, spending money to increase holders and get to our audience. Just things of that nature. It's a team that works well together, and I really enjoy working with them, and we all have the same mindset, and we have the same goal, and that's really important to me.
Yes, man, totally. I mean, you guys have an awesome team. I'm sharing the page. If you guys have any questions, you can go to slake.it, click on team, and then check it out. I mean, you should do it. You
Yeah,
should
and
know.
Sylvain's a huge part of the team. I mean, he comes from IBM. He was there for 20 years. He worked on the Hyperledger Fabric project, which is a huge food tech blockchain project, and he was working on that. So that's just that having him as a resource is just invaluable.
Yes, totally. Also, your 20 years of solid marketing. I mean, that's that. I think I told Jade in the beginning that was one of the key points for a token is the marketing, and your experience being there for Slake is definitely something good. I am excited. I don't know about everyone else listening down here. I'm sure they are excited because they are listening for 30 minutes already. So,
I know it's just like flew by. But I want to add up to what Ian had said. For Slake, we do understand that there's a gap that needs to be addressed in the food industry, right? We're not here to promise anything. We just know that this industry has a great potential, and everyone eats. It's something that if you're talking about making a project and making sure that um, there's going to be a use case, well, yeah, definitely there is a use case, because for one, people already are using Uber Eats or DoorDash to order their food, right? So we're not, like we said before, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to redefine it, make it more efficient, and for what we've identified, the loyalty parts, the awards for the operators, to help reduce costs for the end users, and to help the business owners, right? Because we can all agree that we've heard it before where they're complaining about the fees. So that's one that we found that needs to be addressed. And then second, they're not feeling that they're being valued because there's little to like very little profit margin, and then they don't get benefits, right? So that as well, we keep that in our mind. We're not here to say that, oh, we're going to be really big or guarantee you big profits, but we're going to try. This is crypto. It's very volatile. We understand that what we're trying to build is not something, that we're going to be build initially. It's already there, but we're just
It
tying it
doesn't happen overnight.
we're just tying it up to crypto as well. The Slake app will be a crypto friendly app, so you can utilize it, paying by the same way you're doing now with your credit card or fiat, and you have the ability, once we have the app, you can connect it to your wallet, so that if you want to use or utilize your cryptocurrency, such as by the time we're going to have that Slake token, you can use that too for additional discounts or rewards. So that's where it's going to be. And we don't want to unfold everything we have in our mind as of yet, because we're focused on building the app, and we don't want to give away, our ideas, because there are lots of, competitors, and there's nothing wrong with having competitors, but you don't want to give your secret recipe, you know what I mean, especially when we're just starting. But we do have a lot of plans for Slake, and to be able to have a strong team to do that, or to do it with, that's kind of what convinced me to join the team, because I'm not just gonna put my name next to a project if I don't have a very strong conviction for. I did, stayed with Saitama this long, and still, support Saitama, because I do believe with what they're trying to do, and that gives me the same feeling with what we're trying to do with Slake. We do have a vision. We understand that there are things that needs to be what do you call it, to resolve, offer solutions for, and so that's why we're here. So no
Awesome.
promises. It's like our motto for Slake is to under promise but over deliver. That's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to give out dates. We're not trying to say
Is that the logo for you guys? I like that.
we should. We probably should put that on there, Heather. But I see sick with it. Yes, that is on the works. When I cannot give the dates, but we are definitely and strongly considering that. So just stay tuned for that. He was asking for staking.
Some great news. Sick with it.
Yeah, someone made a comment. You had me at food. Yep, we all do need food, and
Yeah, so that's one of the other reasons why I feel good about this project and where it's heading, is because it's a necessity. And I know Refugee mentioned this earlier in our I think our first AMA, but food is like everything else that you need, like air and water. You need it to survive. And in a good market, in a bear market, in a bull market, in a bad economy, good economy, everyone has to eat. It's a sector that thrives in any industry, regardless of whether people have money or not. Yeah, it's convenient, but people also need to eat. I mean, there's some ways or some methods where you can save money by doing it if you don't want to drive or if you're in a rush. But for the most part, it's an industry that's always in the hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's not going anywhere. It's only going to increase.
Guys, by the way, make sure you like and retweet Jade's tweet. Jade Montano 10. Okay, if you're not following already, make sure you go to her page, and then down here you like and retweet, and leave a comment as well, so we can do the giveaway on it.
And just right now, like, I get really excited because I think I was with you, Ian, or we were with you when um, you just get your phone and order it from the table. You don't even have to wait too long for the waitress to come. You just order it from your phone. And then after that, they deliver the food. And then after you scan it again and you're paid. So it's very, like the way things are going now, it's very efficient, right? We're not waiting so much. And that also cuts expenses for the restaurants, right? So they don't need to have that many workers. You can all use it from your phone, and for Slake, Sylvain did mention that we are doing the QR code as well, and I don't really want to give out all his information. I want to leave it all for him to say,
Share
but
with us.
it's one of those things that I told Ian. I said, "Oh wow, this is really cool. You don't really need to go and wait for so long." And he said, "Yeah, and they can find you too based on what number. Like I think the QR code has like a number on the top." So they know exactly where to deliver the food. Remember that, Ian, when we were in the city?
Yeah, yeah. So there's actually a lot of restaurants that have that here, and in the Bay Area, especially in Silicon Valley. I mean, there's such a shortage of workers because uh, it's the cost of living here is so high. So a lot of restaurants end up shutting down within their first year because they can't afford to stay open. So what a lot of them do is actually there's a lot of couple of companies doing this already, but they try to focus on efficiency. They try to be more efficient. So that's just one of the things that we're thinking about now. Also, is having ordering and payment from the table via QR code. So it eliminates the need for a server. You get there, you scan the code, order what you want. They bring it to your table, and then when you're done, you just check out. And so I think that's just going to catch on and get way more popular all around the world, especially in places where people just don't want to work or they quit way too often, which happens a lot in the food industry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I was gonna say, I don't know why every time I talk to you guys, I get hungry.
right? Like, oh, food.
Right?
It's such a fun industry, don't you think? Food and beverage industry, hospitality industry. I just can't wait. I
I
was telling Ian, I said, hey, we should plan for events, meetups, and like those convention.
I should have only one problem with Slake.
Oh, what is it?
When I have the tokens and then I can use the app and buy it, I don't want to sell my tokens to buy food. I want to
Well,
hold it.
well, there's an option to hold. But if
No,
you
I'm
don't,
kidding. I'm kidding.
you can hold, or you can use it for discounts. We're still discussing on how that we're gonna incorporate that to the app, but the thing is, I think I've said it on the first live we've had. So let's say you are a mom and pop restaurant, right? And this chef has been with you for 30 years. And you have a very small restaurant, so you can't afford to give them benefits, like, but for Slake, if let's say that's a restaurant, and then you say, okay, you've been loyal to this business for quite a long time, I'll give you certain amount of Slake tokens. Either you sell it or you hold it, right? And so, because what we're trying to do once the app is up and running, we're gonna have the business side for it. So the way to push the adoption of Slake token is to require that if a restaurant wants to sign up for us or wants to do business with us, they have an option to purchase the Slake tokens for either less fees that we're going to be charging for more, I guess, incentives, and
Good.
with that, they can also have an option to where they can give that as an incentive too for their employees, right? And with the staking, which you guys had mentioned for passive income, people are looking ways to make money, right? And just, for the adoption of our app and the token, it'll grow. Like that value of Slake would grow. I mean, is it guaranteed? No, I'm not trying to guarantee things. This is not a financial advice either. But should it, get to that point that our company does good, then if the employees decides to keep the tokens, then there's a good probability or possibility that they could make money as well, because either they sell it for profit or just hold it, but at least they got something. They got something right
Yeah,
now. Yeah,
that's just our way of giving back to the employees and the drivers and people who feel like they're not getting anything at all. It's just a little small token of appreciation that owners and operators can give to their employees.
Yes, their 401ks right away.
we wouldn't say 401k, but loyalty and rewards.
No, yeah, of course. I was kidding. But
Yeah, more like a bonus or incentive.
Yeah. Someone was asking, where are you all based out of? We are in the Bay Area, Northern California.
No, it's not in Cleveland, Chief.
Oh, I think.
Hello, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
I'm sick with it. You have to get in line for this. They're talking about food again because Slake gets people excited.
Hey, Junior, where are you based out of? I never asked.
Brazil.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you use iFood over there?
I was gonna say I was, but I am a big fan of Samsung. I never had an iPhone. I always buy the new Samsung, but I never had an iPhone.
No, I meant, do you use iFood, the delivery?
What was
the
that?
Food delivery? Do you use iFood, IFOOD, the food delivery app?
Yes, we use it down here. Yeah. Down here in Brazil, there's actually not only, I know in the United States, there's like 3-4 apps, right? Down here, there's a lot of apps. People use iFood the most, but then depending on the city where you are, there's like local iFoods in some cities. So it's a little different.
Yeah, so iFood has they have a really good business model. They're very efficient, but they also own majority of market share in Brazil. So I think it's about 80 or 90% of people there use iFood, and that's huge.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Sylvain said. Sylvain's wife is from Brazil. That's why I think he was just there last month, Ian.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they visited Brazil.
Yeah. Down here with the rewards, I know in the United States, the cashback is something very old already, right? I mean, you guys have had cashback for what, 20 years already? But then down here, only a couple of years from ago, they started with a cashback. I did actually work with a company down here for a little bit, and the whole idea was an app based on cashback for clients of different restaurants, and it did grow a lot. For some reason, I don't know why. It wasn't because of me, but then I didn't follow up what happened after. But then they disappeared out of the city. They might be in other cities, but not here anymore. But it was actually a very good business model, and they had. If you invited a friend, I'm sure you guys are gonna have that in the future, or if you don't have it already, when you invite a friend and they do the first purchase or whatever, people get bonus from that, and that was actually something big, and a lot of people use Uber in Brazil. It actually grew a lot just like that. There were in the beginning, if you invited somebody to work as an Uber driver, you would get like 200 reais, $200 bonus just if that person made 50 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So they had some, in the beginning, different incentives, and it grew a lot. Uber is different, it's still around today, and it's the biggest one. But then there's a few other competitors, that came by. We have a few down here.
Yeah. So
Nice, nice.
yeah, that's good. But as far as what we're trying to do with Slake, I think if anything, we might be the first one, because we're tying up, the tech, the food service tech now that we have, to crypto. So it's going to be a crypto friendly app with, the options of owning and staking the token. And with the business, and multi functionalities that we want for Slake that will generate income, it should help, the token itself and the price itself. So that's where we're going to be different from what it is now.
Yes, I'm sure. And crypto is the future, is the present already. But when I say it's the future, because everything's gonna be 100% in crypto. I'm sure about that. Because back in the days when they created credit cards, people were like, I'm not gonna use credit card. I'm just gonna use money. And
Yeah.
then they were like forced, and nobody uses money pretty much anymore, and everybody's only with the credit cards or transferring payments. And in the future, a couple months, couple years, it depends. It can grow. The market, it can actually have a huge boom, and it can grow a lot in a few months. It all depends on who's leading that reaction, right? But crypto is something that I see. If a few big companies like Visa, Mastercard, or Samsung and Apple, they're like, we're going all in crypto. If you want to buy an iPhone, you gotta buy crypto. Imagine that. That
Yeah.
would make everybody get into crypto.
The big
And as soon
players are
as
coming. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and as soon as the first big company join it, in terms of that, uh, going full mode, then we're gonna see one after the other. So that can escalate very quick within weeks, months.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time. It just makes way more sense to not have the government control your money and have have them make money off your money and not give it back to you, and instead charge you for holding your money. So that's not fair. At least I don't think so. I'd like to be in control of the money that I earn and not have someone else control it or tell me if it gets stolen, you could only get this much back.
Yeah. Um, Now it's my turn to ask though. What do you see? Because we said what we think as
Me
a challenge, right?
or the guests?
The you two,
Okay.
and the ones that are using, the food delivery, food ordering. What are the challenges that you guys see? What can you suggest to us in our Slake team, um, like what we need to address as well, aside from the fees and the loyalties? What are your complaints about the current system right now? I think that would be part of my question for the giveaway. um,
Drop down the question, guys.
gonna leave the answer if they heard me.
Yes, I mean the answer. I'm sorry. I was actually thinking of the question. That was a very good question. When you ask me about problems on apps, when it's a new restaurant, but then that wouldn't be the problem on the app, right? I see a lot of problems on the service. And a few years ago, I actually did Uber, and when you said that the taxes for the drivers were very high, like they had to pay a high fee. That's so true. And if the delivery person, the driver, can pay less, and they have some incentive to actually invest on the token for a period of time, that was a good idea. In the other space we had, and I'm saying a problem in the answer already. And in terms of the app, for the regular client,
Mm-hmm.
it gotta be a very easy app to use. The payment method gotta be um, have a lot of options, right? And I mean, what you said, that it is gonna be on the app. I don't see that problem happening, right? The bonus, the low fees, because you said that already. The bonus, the low fees, and much more. So I see problems now that it's not going to be on Slake, but I don't see any new problems that you don't already know. Besides that, also on the app, depending on the location, depending on the country, there's different, how can I say, ways to act in countries, right? And depending on the country, the payment method for the delivered person, can be a problem,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of saying they deliver and then they didn't deliver. That once in a while clients get those complaints. But from what you guys said, I do not see anything missing. I'm gonna be honest. Refugee, I'm gonna pass the question to you since you just got here.
Hi, refugee.
Um,
What? What?
I saw a comment here from Chef Saitama. It's the length of time for delivery and accuracy is what he said. That's a good point.
That's
the length of
for
the
like
time, of
Uber
the
Eats and
accuracy,
stuff.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, yeah. Because my question was, okay, we already said that as a team we've identified that the one of the biggest issues are fees, right? High fees and no rewards and loyalties and rewards for the operators, right? So I told Junior, I said it's our time to actually ask that question, so that we want to get some feedbacks and information as well from the end user. So I was asking, what are the challenges and what are your complaints as an end user with the current system right now?
Refugee
Well,
buys every day for the
well,
delivery.
order times and delivery accuracy is so subjective because it happens all the time. It happens when you're there as well too in the restaurant. So it's very subjective. You could put there be like I said, there's rating systems for restaurants and delivery drivers and stuff like that. So you can implement something like that into the system to where they get a small percentage back here and there. If they perform well, they get good reviews, and they give good delivery times. Unfortunately, sometimes traffic accidents, people forget things with food and restaurant orders and stuff. It happens, so it's very hard to actually pinpoint where you can improve on that. A restaurant's one of their most vital things is to make sure that the delivery is accurate. They get everything they want. Lucas does DoorDash and stuff like that.
They had to have
Go
a
ahead.
drone delivery in order for that to happen.
Yeah, and delivery times. A long time ago, remember Domino's guaranteed in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. That is no longer here. That's gone because people realize that time is. Well, people weren't able to. Domino's, the volume of pizzas that they make and the way that just traffic population, all that stuff, just wasn't viable for that system to keep working anymore. They may get more. They may try a trial run and bring back the 30 minutes or less delivery, but with a company that grows and grows and grows, you're going to have more volume on there. It's going to get harder to put more time on there. But there are certain ways you can put into a system to where people can average a delivery. delivery times to put into clock into their app to see, hey, I picked it up here and then I delivered it here. With GPS tracking, you can use GPS tracking within apps in order to log times and delivery times. That's one way to do it. And if there's traffic accidents, you can always interact those with traffic channels. You know, like GPS gives you traffic accident updates all the time, construction zones and whatnot. So if those are implemented into the algorithm, you can excuse the delay in delivery. But for the most part, that's something that can be greatly improved on as far as delivery times. And drivers know that the faster they deliver, the more chances they are of getting a better tip as well too. So that's already an incentive built within the food delivery service for them. But yeah, there's so much you can deep dive into this that you can't just sit here and talk about it. You have to bust out some algorithms and put out some plans for the business in order to see what path you can take in order to get a better service and a better end user and a better experience for the restaurant and for the food. There's three people here: restaurants, delivery drivers, and the end user. So you can nitpick at the restaurant first, then work on your delivery, and then work on how you can satisfy the customer as well too. So there's lots of different things you can bust at wherever there is a product that's already out there. There's always room for improvement, because that's the only way that business success succeeds and evolves into something better. You never know. Slake could be sitting here heading up drone deliveries sometimes too. Yeah, GPS calms the impatient, and people can see where the deliveries are at. You know, what if you had your delivery food on the GPS, knowing where it's at?
We will have that.
Walmart and Amazon are launching drone deliveries already off of their big major warehouses. You know, and they've already gotten. I can't remember which company already has the permission and the licensing to do so. Slake could also do that too. If there's a big food or service of some sort, somehow drones could be a part of it as well too. I think Domino's and Pizza Hut are already implementing some of that stuff from their stores for delivery, automated drone launches too. So getting inside with that as a partner to take out the delivery guy, and then, you know, getting your end user, cutting out the middleman is cutting out costs, right? Time, gas, all that stuff. If you can somehow launch the food from the restaurant to the end user through a drone, that would be even cooler. And it's going to come to those. It's going to come to those times.
Oh, I believe.
Can you? Is there a way that when you pay the bill, you know, sometimes you get the change back if you're not paying a credit card, right? What if you were to buy the food and then your change, instead of getting the change, would be, you know, invested, or would be to the token? Is there a way you can somehow add on to that? Like, you know how they go when you go to a service, they're like,
you can do it.
You want to
do it all the time.
It's just a feature that you integrate.
Firehouse subs, lots of restaurants that have charities involved, the Humane Society, Habitat for Humanity. You have an option to round up to the next dollar and use that change to donate to charity. What you can do here is you can use roundups for benefits of buying tokens. When you eat and you don't want to, you save that change. I have a change jar over here that I put in every single day that I use get change. I love change. Why? I put it in there because at the end of the year, guess what? I use that. I go cash it in, and I have Christmas money for Christmas. It helps me with Christmas money.
If you could add on your bill and you're paying, and you could add tokens to hold, that would be a way of making, you know, your money worth more as well.
Yeah, I mean, if it's $10.12, then you got 88 cents left over. You can set aside those 88-cent tokens. Would you like to round up for savings? You can click yes, and it'll put 88 cents aside worth of tokens there, and it automatically transfer to your wallet. You can use that as a tax-free. If your contract's unrenounced, then you can use that as a tax-free incentive. Your change becomes tax-free donations to your own wallet to save. And that just incentivizes people to actually keep more of their tokens as well too. And I mean, you may not think about it, but 50 cents here, 50 cents here, 50 cents there adds up to a lot when you have millions and millions of users. People don't think, it's just a 10-cent increase. Oh, it's just a 5-cent increase. But when you quantify that into the millions, the tens of millions per transactions, that's a lot of money that can be set aside.
I'm here thinking to myself, imagine if I could go to McDonald's or whatever it is, And I'm like, it's $34. Would you like to round up to 40 so you can put $6 into savings? You'll be there if you want to use, but just in case your money is going to be going up, if the market's going up, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wouldn't ask for $6 back, but then I would leave it there for a while. So that is a very good idea. That would help a lot. I don't know about the token, but that would help a lot to bring and I guess I can say stabilize the new crypto users.
Mm-hmm. And
Well, you can pay in USD.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. No, go ahead. You can pay with
I
what?
was gonna say you can pay with your cash, and then you can tip with crypto, or vice versa, or both, or one or the other. Lots of different implementations that you can use with tokenization of food delivery and food, and this entire cryptosphere. There's lots and lots of different ways. It's just going out and doing some market research to see what users would like to see, going door to door. Even if you have to go interview people that are doing it currently now with like Uber Eats and whatnot, to see what they would like to see features. Many a times, if a delivery driver for another company sees that there's better incentives over there, you don't have to force them over here. Guess what? They're going to want to come over here because they see a better path to actually making money and saving money at the same time.
Right. Ian, you want to mention to them what we're thinking as far as part of our research, or maybe not, not right now.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have a ton of ideas. It's just, we have so many ideas. We just can't focus on one right now because there's just so much on the table. But our goal is just to create the MVP product, just a minimum viable product that will work. And then from there, once we hire the right people, we do the right research and actually put our ideas into action, then we can focus on all those algorithms, focus on those different markets that have different needs, and just cater to them to grow our user base.
Yep.
Yes. Jade, do you want to do one giveaway now? And then we'll go
Yeah,
down.
sure.
Let's leave the token do you want to do on your Twitter or what you're going to do based on the question?
Let's see here. Let's do it based from the one who retweeted it.
Okay. So let me do on Twitter bigger so I can show it to everybody.
Yeah, because I know you sent me the link, but I was trying to do it, but I don't know why it's not working for me. So
I just gotta find your link. Hold on.
yeah, just find my link. This
Copy
is
the
going
link.
to be $100 worth of Slake.
Oh wow, I want to win that. How can I participate? That's not fair.
Like, I know it's not that much right now, but let's wait
What?
for the bull run.
Those $100 can be worth easily by the end of the next bull run, $100,000.
Thousands of dollars. Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, okay, we have a small holder count, but I'm still working on my bag as well because I bought at the all-time high, so I'm not tripping. I'm still working on getting my bag, growing my bag.
So, oh my God, it's out of 32.
I tried doing that on my phone with crypto, with last Wednesday, and it wouldn't work. So I just
Who's the winner? Can you guys see the winner?
You won. You dork. Junior won.
How did I win?
What?
Because you retweeted and you're following the same people.
Wait, what?
Oh my God.
Yeah, refresh the page one more time. Refresh the page one more time.
Refugees
There
like,
should be
no,
33.
you can't be the winner.
I will
course you
donate back to the community. Don't worry.
Yeah, you can.
You don't have to donate it. Do you have any Slake? Do you have any Slake? If you don't have any Slake, why donate it?
Yeah, you're the winner. It says there.
Yeah. You won fair and square. You retweeted the thing. You retweeted. You didn't. This wasn't your giveaway. This is somebody else's giveaway. You're
I'm
just the host.
actually surprised, man. This is the first time winning anything. I'm actually very surprised.
I know. You get given
I was
everything.
like, who's the winner? I did not say that it was me, okay? I'm like, who's the winner? How did you when I'm scrolling up and
I
down,
didn't-
you can actually read it because for me it's very quick. I can't read it.
I didn't win because for some reason I wasn't following Slake Global. What the world? I am now, but he refreshed it now. But like I said, if you go back to that page and refresh it, there should be 33. Yeah, because I was slow. It's all right.
Someone posted about the eat to
So
earn.
let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do based on a question.
Ian, come up with a question this time. I came up
Yes.
with
Where can people check the current price of Slake?
yeah, I just use Dextools for my
Yeah,
pricing.
dextools.io.
So the first person to answer the price for Slake, I am gonna let me see if I can show it to you guys. Hold on.
What's the price?
Hey, we could also ask, what was the opening price of Slake on launch day?
Yeah, that would be
There you
good.
go.
I actually said it.
That can be the exactly.
Yeah, you already
That
said
can be
it.
the second question because Jay did say in the beginning. What's the price of Slake? Everybody saying SaitaPro.
What's the price of Slake and what was the initial?
Sequated one. Is that the current price for Slake?
Ian, is that it?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, you won.
You can check. I'm driving.
Let me try
yeah.
to show it to you.
He's on it. He is on it.
When you were gone, refugee, we were talking about how I got really excited on, as you know, like with the pandemic, we tried not to go to restaurants. And it was my first time to actually ever use that QR code where you scan in, you place your order, and then the waitress would just go find you. And Ian had to explain to me like, oh yeah, they can actually track where where you're sitting at. And I was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
And so, with all these, new technologies and new features that we're also going to have for Slate, you're going to be able to do that QR code and have all those functionalities. I'm just really, really excited to see what's going to happen in years to come, and that we're tying it up with crypto as well, because as you know, people are now people are saying there's only a small percentage of us, but look at all these big players coming in. They want to say, and they want to
Yeah,
discourage
there's
people from using crypto, but then them themselves are getting in. So it's like, okay, this is a scare tactic. We know where we're heading.
I think for the first time ever, there's more people with one whole Bitcoin users, the wallets that have one entire Bitcoin in them, over the million mark than previously before. That's just an average, knowing that there's more people out there investing in crypto and just banking on crypto to be the next evolution of the financial system. It's here. And the thing is, it's not going to go away, and everybody still is trying to figure out. There's people out there, and there's companies out there that have taken advantage of what's going on already, and they've placed themselves early. Still very, very early in any crypto project that has a great future and a plan out there. Are there companies out there that are established already? Of course, Slate, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Binance, all that stuff. But the thing is, there's way more than just one or two or three banks in this world. There's thousands and thousands of financial institutions all over the world, and this is what crypto is: projects and businesses out there. It's not a limited number of just tokens and crypto out there that could be implemented, but it's a vast majority, and it's going to overtake it's going to overtake real world VC venture capital platforms with tokenization of everything, whether it be food or real estate or charity or art, music, sports, anything you can think of, you can apply crypto to.
Jade, I just noticed Jade is like frozen, and
Yeah,
it
she
doesn't
what?
live.
You don't have a battery? She didn't
No,
plug her
she's just
laptop
in
in?
deep thought. She's just in deep thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, she's in Buddha mode. But at least it was in a good position. Imagine if she was like,
Talking. That happens all the time.
all right, Jade, we'll be waiting for you. The second question was, guys, is that correct, Ian? What was the original price of Slake at launch?
That's right. Saitama put the right price down. See the Chef Saitama put the right price down.
Awesome. Jade, let me send it to you. I'm actually gonna send it here. Just copy and join. If anybody else want to join, let me know. It's already sent the link. Congratulations, everybody who's winning those questions. DM me on Twitter with your wallet address, okay? So, and please give me like 7 days because I do not use the same device that I use to be live as my wallet. Jade is back. Somebody's giving a return. I don't know if Jade opened up a different page. Maybe.
No, I'm here.
Okay,
Sorry.
good.
Oh, she's back.
I'm back. Sorry, I my
You were
laptop.
quick. I didn't notice you were gone. I thought you were like
Hey,
meditating.
my laptop is really old. It's 2013, and that's why I wouldn't want to connect my wallet here. So, and it dies. I have to be always plugged in, so it wouldn't. But anyway,
Good thing you're back.
sorry for that. I know Refugee was answering my question, and then I just went MIA.
Yeah. We did have 2 winners. One was from the current price. What's the price of Slake right now? Sequated 1. And then the second question Ian asked, Chief Saitama 1. Do you have any questions you want to ask Refugee and Jade?
No, I'm just listening in. Let's see what we got.
I'm trying. How
I got
many
a
more
question.
questions do we have? 3 more, or
Yes.
for the
Yeah.
giveaways?
What color of shorts was I wearing when I walked into the screen?
Black?
Pink.
Was it black?
White.
You're muted.
You're not supposed to answer.
Oh. Well, and also
Camouflage. Camo.
camouflage.
Yeah. No,
And
it's black. They're
also,
black.
I have about 10 minutes left until my voice gets here. So
That's the third question. Whatever Jade likes the most, we're gonna be donating to. What will be your first order on Slate's app?
ew. That's a nice question.
Sick with it's gonna buy Rainbow.
Skittles.
Right? Let me know, guys. What will be your first order on Slake's app?
Pizza.
What's beach? OBG. How is that even pronounced? What is that? What is this, Refugee? You know every single type of
Beige?
Bagel?
Beige.
Oh.
Beige?
No, that's not bagel.
No. He's asking what word that is. It's beige.
Beige. What kind of fruit
What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna actually search it up.
Beige
Sorry.
is a no. Beige is a color. Beige is a color like tan, like your skin. Beige.
Beignet?
Oh,
Maybe beignet.
okay.
Yeah,
Pizza.
beignet. Yeah.
Oh, pizza. I eat pizza every week, man. I'm a pizza lover.
New York pizza. I know he's from New York because he likes pizza. I don't even know if that makes sense.
Well, let me tell you something. Down here in Brazil, they actually in every city they have this common habit of this pizza restaurant where they have like 50 different types of pizzas or more. And you pay a fee, you go in, you eat all you want. There's like sweet pizzas, chocolate pizzas, and all kinds. And you guys should definitely try it once you come down here.
Yeah. So who's picking the winner though? How many?
You,
Me?
yeah.
Okay, so there's rainbow, there's beige. I don't know what that means.
Pizza.
Pizza and Vienna sausage and lobster. Wow. Okay. I've never
What?
seen that
We
combo.
fancy.
But yeah.
He's
Chinese-
already visioning when his Slake token skyrocket.
I don't know. Maybe refugee will pick the answer. I can't be the.
Oh, what was the
The
question?
Refugee.
What was the question?
What would be your first order on Slake's app? The best answer you find. Pizza, there is Vienna sauce and lobster. I don't know how you eat that together. Chinese food.
Chinese is probably the go-to for any to-go order anywhere, especially in highly dense areas. There's Chinese food places all over the place. Second would be hamburger places, and then pizza. I mean, those are the three trifecta right there.
Chinese food
And lobster.
is your winner.
Yeah, Chinese food. I was gonna have to say Chinese. It's not. I'm not biased.
On every
I'm not biased.
corner, you'll find Chinese food. Just saying.
Mhm.
Congratulations, Lady Hope.
Miss Lady Hope, congrats. How many more questions?
Two more.
Okay. Because I heard my garage, and in a short while, my kids are gonna say hi. That's for sure. And then it's mommy time. That's why when you said, "Hey, Jay, can you go later than this time?" I said no, because that's when the kids are around, And refugee knows that, I think, because every time I join Crypto Alert, they would hear my kids in the background.
Yep.
That's my guess. Those are my guesses.
My solution to that is just not to have
Somebody
kids.
came up
So.
with a question.
Huh?
Where can you buy Slake token? There's two answers. There's two answers.
Okay, who can answer that?
Two answers, two winners. Yeah, two answers, two winners.
Okay, sick with it. Yeah.
Good question.
Come on, guys. Very easy to win.
Yeah, if you've already won, you can't guess. Nobody? No,
Come
you
on,
can't buy
put it
Slake
the
on
chat,
Yee.
guys. Let's go.
Yeah, she's got to leave.
I'm like, I'm not
Hurry
Okay.
up. Sick with it.
There you go. Your two winners. You got Sick With It and Daddy. Yep, Uniswap and SaitaPro. There you go. So is that 5 or 4?
Daddy. So you said that if Sick with It already won, so we'll pass it to Daddy. Because those were the
Yep.
rules.
So Sick With It and Daddy.
Congratulations,
There's your
Daddy.
two.
Congratulations, Sick with It. Congratulations, Lady Hope. Congratulations, Chief Saitama. And congratulations. Who else? Chief Saitama. And what was the other? That was Sick with It in the beginning. Okay. So that's 4. That's 5. All right, got it. All right.
Sick With It. You can't win again, can you? Can you?
Do you want to say
Oh,
your
yeah,
last
yeah.
word
Yeah, you
for tonight before you go?
No, I'm just thank you for having us again, and thank you for our holders. Thank you for you guys in the chat. I see you guys. I see you guys tweeting out some messages, and Jade and I always retweet it. Sick with it, Lady Hope, Daddy, Chef Saitama, Travel Addict. D Nice. Thanks for all the support.
Thank you so much, guys. I can't really express my appreciation for each of you, but just know we're going to be here and we're going to work hard for Slake. So very excited. And as you can hear, they are here. Maybe you guys want to say hi. Yes, we're gonna go biking. Biking. Say hello, Slake.
Water on Slake Lab.
Thank
Hello, buddies.
Hello.
Little
you.
Slakes.
Hey, thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. Or
Yep.
my mom.
What are we gonna call the little ones?
Huh?
Slakers.
What are
Slakers.
Slakers.
Yeah. So
Lakers? Okay.
I'll
Slakers.
Good
try
night,
to catch up.
Slakers.
Yeah, I'll try to catch up with you guys again. Through Telegram or Spaces or again Monday. So we'll keep you guys
Awesome.
All
posted.
right.
All right.
All right. Thank you,
Thank
Have a good
Jade.
night,
Once
Ian. Have a good
Yeah.
night, Jay.
Thank
You
you
too. Thanks so
guys
much.
for
Take care.
hosting. Thank you, Refugee. Thanks everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
And if you guys are asking again, before you do ask, this is the website where you can go and find more information on Slake's token. You can also go to Twitter and you can search it up, Slake Global. That's Slake's Twitter. And you guys should see this. Make sure you guys are following. And I'm sure there's a lot of updates very soon coming out. Ian, once again, man, thank you so much. I appreciate the time and the team. I know you guys have a great future ahead. Like I have said, I'm actually excited to be hanging out with you guys before, I see you guys on the TV and like, oh man, that guy was on my show. But
Of course.
I
Thanks for having us. Yeah, thanks for having us, and thanks for all the input and feedback. It's always useful, and we always appreciate it. So thanks, Junior.
yes, man.
Thanks, Refugee.
Right on, man. Yes,
I
sir.
never talk about something that I don't either believe or trust. And I'm here talking about Slake because I definitely trust the project. You guys are doing some good job. And we know Jade for a while as well. From your research, right, from your background, and Sylvain and Nelson as well, we can, know that this is definitely one of the future of the tokens and coin, right? Because it will be its own coin in the future. So I'm sure of that. And that was another great Slake Night show. And I'll see you guys on next Monday. Thank you so much.
We'll
Bye
see you.
bye. Good night.
Thanks. Good night. Bye.
Good night, Refugee. Bye bye, buddy.
Yep. Later, man. Have a good
Good night,
one.
everyone. Thank you so much. See you
Yep.
guys
See ya.
tomorrow night.